Are you smarter than me? In 962 AD, who was crowned by Pope John XII as the first Holy Roman Emperor of the German nation? Today, we are doing Germany quiz, geography, knowledge, history. And if you don't know anything, as me, you can learn before you fall asleep. So was it Charlemagne, Otto I, or Frederick Barbarossa? I think Frederick Barbarossa. Charlemagne was French. Otto I. I think Frederick Barbarossa. My pen is not working. That's a good start. And it was Otto I. Otto I was crowned Holy Roman Emperor in Rome in 962 AD, consolidating the German kingdom and founding what became the Holy Roman Empire. I'm smarter. Next one. Which German federal state has the longest international border, sharing frontiers with Austria and the Czech Republic? I should know that. Bavaria, Saxony, or Baden-Württemberg? And I think it's Bavaria. And it is. Bavaria is Germany's largest state by area and possesses the longest international border, adjoining Austria and the Czech Republic. Which German city is home to the world's oldest continuously operating brewery, the Bayerische Staatsbrauerei Weihenstephan, founded in 1040. Holy moly, that's a long way. How are you doing so far? If you already have some question wrong, leave this video a like, so I know I'm not doing that bad. So was it Bamberg, Freising, or Regensburg? I actually never heard about it. I'm not too much into beer, but I would guess Freising because it says something to me. And it is Freising. The Weihenstephan brewery is located in the town of Freising in Upper Bavaria and holds a brewing tradition traced back to 1040. Long time. The 1648 Peace of Westphalia. Do you know that Monty Python scene? Is it Monty Python? Probably. Which ended the 30 Years' War, was negotiated and signed across which two German cities? I should know that. Augsburg and Nuremberg, Frankfurt and Mainz, Münster and Osnabrück. I think Frankfurt and Mainz, but I might be wrong. It was Münster and Osnabrück. Diplomatic delegations met simultaneously in the Catholic bishopric of Münster and Protestant Osnabrück to conclude the historic treaties. I need to polish my historic knowledge. What is the name of Germany's largest island, situated in the Baltic Sea and renowned for its dramatic white chalk cliffs? I think it's Rügen, but I'm not sure. It's embarrassing. Do you know, guys? How are you doing? Are you in good position right now? I will guess this. And is this it? Is it? Rügen covers approximately 926 square kilometers and is famous for the chalk cliffs of Jasmund National Park. Looks like a great place for a trip. what is the elevation of the Zugspitze, the highest mountain summit in Germany? I have no idea, but let's guess. I will say it's like 1,800. So now you guess do your guess, and if you are closer, then you gain a point. If you are not closer, you don't get a point. Okay, closer than me. So check. Target is, oh my god, target is 2,962. So I'm off by 1,162 meters. Well, in Czechia it's 1,600. So I thought it's a little bit higher, but it's too low. So if you are closer, if you are above 1,100 or under 4,124, you get a point. You are much better than me. The Zugspitze rises 9,718 feet or 2,962 meters above the sea level in Wetterstein range of the Bavarian Alps. Perfect. In January 1871, in which ceremonial hall was the unified German Empire officially proclaimed under Kaiser Wilhelm I? Hall of Mirrors, Grand Trianon, Gallery of Great Battles. I have no idea. Maybe Hall of Mirrors. I think something like that exists, but is it in Germany? Oh yeah, it is. The German Empire was proclaimed in the Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles, of course. Palace of Versailles. I was there when I was like 12. Following the Franco-Prussian War. Which major river flows northwest through Dresden and Magdeburg before emptying into the North Sea at Cuxhaven? Weser, Elbe or Oder? Weser, Elbe or Oder? So Dresden, Drážďany in Czech. Where are Dresden? Where is Dresden? Dresden. It's probably Elbe. I think it's Elbe. Yeah. The Elbe rises in the giant mountains of Czechia. I know that. And flows through eastern and northern Germany to its North Sea estuary. Which Bavarian community stages its famous Passion Play once a decade, honoring a pledge made during the 1633 bubonic plague? Rottenburg ob der Tauber, Quedlinburg, Oberammergau. I think that Oberammergau sounds exactly like a German town that would do Passion Play for a bubonic plague, but let's check it. I was right. The villagers of Oberammergau produced their first play in 1634 and continue to stage the Passion of Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Passion. I thought it like something like horny, but it's Passion of Jesus Christ. That makes more sense actually. Every 10 years. Okay, it's not every year, it's every 10 years. If you like this style of videos and soft speaking, please let me know in the comments so I know that I can do more, because this is what I do during the nights, just to like learn more stuff. But as I get older, it becomes harder, and this is very good way to passively, accumulate some knowledge before the sleeps. Okay, next one. The pen is not working. I don't know why. I need a new tablet. you can become a member, so I can buy a new tablet. Who served as the first federal chancellor of West Germany, leading the post-war reconstruction from 1949 to 1963? And I know that one. It was A. Konrad Adenauer, B. Ludwig Erhard, or C. Willy Brandt. And I think it was Konrad Adenauer, because I play Hearts of Iron 4, and it was Konrad Adenauer. Konrad Adenauer, former mayor of Cologne, guided the Federal Republic into NATO and European integration. Perfect. The Black Forest, Schwarzwald mountain range is situated primarily within which southwest German federal state? So southwest. Hesse, Baden-Württemberg, Rhineland-Palatinate. So southwest. So it's not Rhineland. Oh, it can be Rhineland actually. It's probably Rhineland-Palatinate. Yeah. No, it's Baden-Württemberg. But Rhineland is west too, but not that south. Yeah. The dense forested Schwarzwald lies entirely within Baden-Württemberg, bordered by the Rhine Valley to the west and south. In what calendar year did the Berlin Wall fall, initiating the rapid process of German reunification? Holy moly. get your guess? I think 1989. And I am exactly right, so you had to get the same year, 1989, because I'm born 1992. I'm old as a freak. And yeah, in 1517, Martin Luther posted his 95 Theses attacking the sale of indulgences in which German university town? Worms, Heidelberg, Wittenberg. I know this one because I think I know this one. So I think it's A, and it's called Diet of Worms. No. Okay, so Diet of Worms is something different. Let me know in the comments. Huh? Yeah, Wittenberg. Luther dispatched and posted his theses at Saint Church in Wittenberg, sparking the Protestant Reformation. This quiz is good. It got me. Lake Constance, Bodensee, through which the Rhine flows, is bordered by Germany and which two other sovereign nations? Okay. Austria and Switzerland, France and Switzerland, Austria and Liechtenstein. Austria, Liechtenstein. So I think France, Switzerland. Rhine is down. No, it's not. Colina Drinem. I think it's France and Switzerland though. No, it's Austria and Switzerland. The shoreline of Lake Constance is shared between Germany, Baden-Württemberg and Bavaria, Austria, Vorarlberg and Switzerland, St. Gallen, Thurgau and Schaffhausen. Nice. So you're probably doing much better. Which Mainz native invented movable metal type printing in Europe around the mid-50th century? It was Peter Schoeffer, Johannes Gutenberg, or Albrecht Dürer. And it was Johannes Gutenberg. Johannes Gutenberg developed the movable metal type mechanical press in Mainz around 1440, printing the 42-line Gutenberg Bible. Huge step in civilization. The Golden Bull of 1356, issued by Emperor Charles IV, fixed the number of prince electors choosing the Roman German king to how many? Holy moly. How many electors to choose the prince? I think 7 or 5. I think it's going to be 5, guys. 5. No, it was 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. The 1356 decree established 7 prince electors. The archbishops of Mainz, Trier, and Cologne, the king of Bohemia, Count Palatine, Duke of Saxony, and Margrave of Brandenburg. Holy moly, that is a good trivia question. Next one. Which artificial waterway cuts across Schleswig-Holstein to connect the North Sea with the Baltic Sea? It's Mittelland Canal, Main Danube Canal, or Kiel Canal. Mittelland Canal? No, Main Danube. Is that Danube? No, it will be Mittelland Canal. I heard about all of these, but no, it's Kiel Canal. I suck. The Kiel Canal, Nordoste Canal, well, that would be helpful to know, opened in 1895, spans 98 kilometers, 61 miles, and remains one of the world's busiest artificial shipping canals. I need to do more research on canals. How many federal states, Bundesländer, constitute the Federal Republic of Germany? Holy moly. I think it's... I had video about that. I think it's 12, 13. And it's 16. 16. So if you are higher than 13 and lower than 19, you won. You got a point. How many points you have? Let me know down in the comments which country should I do next in this, because I can do like a lot of these videos if you enjoy them, and if I don't have to whisper, which really strains my voice lately, I can do like a lot of them. Which northern German port city functioned as the leading member and capital of the medieval Hanseatic League? Lübeck, Rostock, or Bremen? Rostock? Lübeck. Holy moly. Lübeck was dubbed the Queen of the Hanse and hosted the majority of general assemblies. Hansetag. We learn. This is how we learn, guys. The legendary Brocken Peak, associated with Walpurgis night witchcraft folklore in Goethe's Faust, lies in which mountain range? Ore Mountains, Harz Mountains, or Taunus? Walpurgis night. I have no idea. Let's try Taunus. And it was Harz Mountains. The Brocken is the highest summit of the Harz Mountains at 1,141 meters, 3,743 feet, if you are into feet. I am a little bit. In which century was the Bavarian beer purity law, Reinheitsgebot, originally enacted in the city of Ingolstadt? The Bavarian beer purity law, 40th century, 50th century, and 60th. the Reformation was at that time. Let's try 40th, because purity of beer is very important. It was 60th. The Reinheitsgebot was proclaimed by Duke Wilhelm IV of Bavaria in 1516, the 60th century, restricting beer ingredients to barley, water and hops. Holy moly, they did it from something else before. Well, you can brew basically anything. In what year was the Constitution of Germany's first parliamentary democracy adopted in the city of Weimar Republic? I think 1923. There is 1919, 1923 and 1933. I think it's 1923. Oh, 1919. I thought there was like period after the war. Am I getting stupid, guys? The Weimar National Assembly met in the German National Theatre and ratified the Weimar Constitution on 11 August 1919. Which German financial metropolis on the Main River serves as the headquarters of the European Central Bank and the Deutsche Bundesbank? Which one? On the Main River. That's easy. Stuttgart, Frankfurt am Main, or Mannheim. Maybe all of these are on Main River, though. I think it's Frankfurt at Main. Yeah. Frankfurt am Main is the principal financial center of continental Europe and home to major central banking institutions. What is the total height of the Berlin TV Tower, Fernsehturm, at Alexanderplatz, Germany's tallest freestanding structure? Okay, I'm guessing it will be like, holy moly, how much is Berlin TV Tower? I really don't know these, like 125? Is it too much? I think it's too much. That's too much. 20, it will be like 60. What? Am I stupid? Yeah, that's low. I've never seen actually high building. I'm just a poor boy from Czechia. The Fernsehturm reaches 368 meters, 1,207 feet, including its spire antenna, and opened to the public in 1969. So, if you are higher than 60 or lower than 676, you got a point. Which Prussian monarch, known as Old Fritz, transformed Prussia into an administrative and military European power during the 8th century? Frederick William I, Frederick I, or Frederick II? Old Fritz. So, it will be probably Frederick I? No, Frederick II. Frederick the Great ruled Prussia from 1740 to 1786, modernizing the state and promoting the Enlightenment. Okay. Which alpine lake in southern Bavaria is the deepest lake, lying entirely within German national borders, reaching depths around 190 meters? Lake Walchen, Lake Starnberg, or Lake Chiemsee? Bavaria. Walchen maybe. Yeah. Walchensee, Lake Walchen, has a maximum depth of approximately 190 meters, 623 feet, and is one of Germany's largest alpine lakes. Which Baroque composer composed the Brandenburg concertos while employed as Kapellmeister to Prince Leopold of Anhalt-Köthen? Oh my god, I should know that. So, George Friedrich Handel, Johann Sebastian Bach, or Ludwig van Beethoven. And I think Baroque is Bach. Hopefully. Brandenburg Concertos. Yeah, it was Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach presented the 6 instrumental concertos to the Margrave of Brandenburg-Schwedt in 1721. Wartburg Castle, where Martin Luther translated the New Testament into German while in hiding, stands above which town in Thuringia? I know that I listened to podcast about that. Holy moly. Wartburg Castle, Weimar, Gotha, Eisenbach. I think it's going to be Eisenbach. That's right. Yeah, it's Eisenbach. Luther hid under the pseudonym Junker Jörg at Wartburg Castle near Eisenbach between 1521 and 1522. Holy moly, he translated it in a year. That's crazy, actually. Translate the whole Bible in a year. He probably did it longer. Under the 1890 Heligoland Zanzibar Treaty, Great Britain ceded the North Sea island of Heligoland to Germany in exchange for German claims in which region? Zanzibar, Samoa, Togoland. So this gave the question away, so it's Zanzibar. That one is free. Britain transferred strategic Heligoland to the German Empire, while Germany recognized British protectorates over Zanzibar and parts of East Africa. The good old colonialism. In what year was the construction of Cologne Cathedral, Kölner Dom, officially concluded after 632 years of intermittent work? When was it concluded? Probably like recently, like 1800. And it was 1880. Foundation stones were laid in 1248, and the Gothic Cathedral was finally completed in 1880, according to medieval plans. So if you were higher than 1800, that's wrong. That's a wrong calculation. Off by 80 years. So you should be like, that's wrong. That doesn't work. So if you're higher than 720 or a higher 1880, or 1800. Yeah, if you're higher than 1800, of course, or 1960, then you are good. In 9 AD, Germanic tribes commanded by Arminius annihilated 3 Roman legions led by which general in the Teutoburg forest? Tiberius, Publius Quinctilius Varus, or Germanicus? I think it's Tiberius. Let's try Tiberius. No, it's Publius Quinctilius Varus. Varus lost the 17th, 18th, and 19th legions, halting Roman territorial expansion east of the Rhine. Which federal state completely encloses the federal capital city state of Berlin? Holy shit. Saxony-Anhalt, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Brandenburg. Please be right. Oh my god. Okay, guys. There is a hope. Brandenburg surrounds Berlin on all sides and forms the joint Berlin-Brandenburg metropolitan region. The influential modernist Bauhaus art and architecture school was founded in 1919 by Walter Gropius. In which city? Weimar, Dessau, or Berlin. I think it was Dessau, but I'm not sure. It was Weimar, okay. So Weimar. Bauhaus was established in Weimar before relocating to its iconic purpose-built facility in Dessau, okay. 1925. You got me, quiz. Which Holy Roman Emperor issued this is Edict of Worms, Diet of Worms. 1521 Edict of Worms, declaring Martin Luther a notorious heretic and outlaw. Maximilian I, Charles V, or Ferdinand I. Edict of Worms. No, it wasn't Charles V. It was Ferdinand I, probably. No, it was Charles V. Charles V presided over the Imperial Diet of Worms, where Luther refused to recant his writings. The Bastel Sandstone Bridge formation is a famous scenic feature of which national park in eastern Germany? Bavarian Forest, Harz National Park, or Saxon Switzerland? Eastern Germany. Bavarian Forest. Saxon Switzerland. Saxon Switzerland National Park, Sächsische Schweiz, features dramatic Alps and stone rock towers near the Czech border. I don't even know that as a Czech. What is the total approximate length of the Rhine River from its source in the Swiss Alps to its North Sea Delta? That will be like 725 kilometers. Is that too low? It will be more. From Alps to North Sea. Let's do 1020. That's too much. Let's do 720. It was 1000. Holy moly. So it's 1200. 1230 kilometers. Or 764 miles. Oh, and 865 kilometers, 537 miles goes through Germany. So if you had 720 above or under 1740, you are closer and you can get a point. And if you are still watching, please look at my membership tiers. You can become a member. Proud, wearing badge owner of this community that has a guy that wants to educate people and doesn't know anything, which makes it fun actually. Which German experimental physicist discovered electromagnetic X-radiation in 1895, receiving the inaugural Nobel Prize in Physics? Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, Max Planck, or Heinrich Hertz? It was Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. Röntgen discovered X-rays at the University of Würzburg and was awarded Nobel Prize in 1901. Which Hanseatic city-state is the second most populous city in Germany and operates the country's busiest sea harbor? Munich, Hamburg, or Cologne? And I think it's Hamburg. The free and Hanseatic city of Hamburg has over 1.85 million inhabitants and hosts the largest seaport in Germany. The 19th century Romanesque revival castle Neuschwanstein was commissioned in the Bavarian Alps by which eccentric ruler? I heard about that, but I don't know the name of the ruler. I think it would be like Maximilian. I think it's that Maximilian. It would like put. Let's do it. No, it That was Ludwig II. King Ludwig II of Bavaria constructed Neuschwanstein as a personal retreat and homage to composer Richard Wagner. I know one Austrian that like Richard Wagner. The Zollverein, a German customs union established in 1834 that laid the groundwork for economic unification, was organized under the leadership of which state? The Zollverein. Oh my god, I know that from Heufor too. Zollverein, it's like Prussia, Austria, Bavaria. It was probably Zollverein, it was probably Bavaria. Prussia, okay. Prussia formed the Zollverein to create free trade across member German principalities, while excluding the Austrian Empire. Okay. Which major river rises in the Black Forest town of Donaueschingen and flows east across Central and Eastern Europe to the Black Sea? Danube? Yeah. It was Rhine, Danube or Oder. The Danube Donau originates at the confluence of Brigach and Breg streams in the Black Forest. How many sovereign nations share direct land boundary with Federal Republic of Germany? Okay. Poland, Czechia, Austria, Switzerland. No. Yeah, Poland, Czechia, Austria, Switzerland. Liechtenstein. I think. No, Liechtenstein not. Like, I think 8. And it's 9. Oh my. Oh, Denmark. Okay. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, Liechtenstein not, but Denmark, yes. Denmark, Poland, Czechia, Austria, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands. Yeah. Okay, next one. The historic 1555 imperial peace established the legal principle quis regio evis religio, was signed in which Bavarian city? 1550. So is that the Diet of Worms? Was it that? No. Let's try something. Spare. No, it was Augsburg. I have no idea. The Peace of Augsburg allowed Holy Roman Empire princes to determine whether Lutheranism or Roman Catholicism would prevail in their territories. Okay. Religious freedom. Which German engineer applied for an imperial patent in January 1886 for his three-wheeled gas-engined motorwagen? Karl Benz, Gottlieb Daimler, or Wilhelm Maybach? It was probably Karl Benz. Karl Benz received German patent DRP number 37435 for the Benz patent motorwagen, recognized as the world's first modern automobile. Crazy. The ancient fortified Roman city gate, known as Porta Nigra, Black Gate, stands in which western German city? Mainz, Trier or Aachen? Black Gate. Oh my, I know that. I saw that. In which western German city? Trier? Trier. The Porta Nigra in Trier was built around 170 AD from grey sandstone blocks and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Which 19th century statesman served as Prime Minister of Prussia and the first Chancellor of the unified German Empire from 1871 to 1890, Helmut von Moltke, Albrecht von Roon, or Otto von Bismarck. Was it Otto von Bismarck? Yeah. Otto von Bismarck, known as the Iron Chancellor, orchestrated German unification through statecraft and diplomatic alliances. What is the name of the highest peak in the Black Forest, rising to an elevation of 1,493 meters? Feldberg, Brocken, Wasserkuppe. And it is, I think, Feldberg. And it's Feldberg. The Feldberg is the tallest mountain in Baden-Württemberg and the highest German summit outside the Alps. What is the total land surface area of Federal Republic of Germany in square kilometers? Holy moly, that is going to be a lot. I will be off so much. How much is Czechia? I'm very bad at these numbers. Like Czechia 60,000. Oh, no. Let's try 120,000. And it's 357,000. Holy moly. So I'm off by 237,000. So if you have more than 120,000 or less than 595,000, you are good to go. Yeah. This doesn't work, the span, because it should be... Yeah, it doesn't work. Well, it's fine. In 814 AD, Charlemagne died and was entombed inside the Palatine Chapel of which imperial residence city? Charlemagne. Oh my god, where is Charlemagne? Speyer, Aachen, Bamberg. Which imperial residence? Like, I think Speyer was imperial. I heard that definitely somewhere. Aachen probably too. Let's do Aachen. It's going to be Speyer. No, it's Aachen. Aachen Cathedral was established by Charlemagne and served as the coronation site for 31 German monarchs between 936 and 1531. So Charlemagne was... I said he was French? Sorry. Europe's first factory to successfully produce hard paste porcelain was established in 1710 in which Saxon time? Freiburg, Bautzen und Meißen. Bautzen, Freiburg, Meißen. Yeah, Meißen. Mieszeń, of course. Meißen porcelain was developed by Johann Friedrich Bottger and sponsored by Augustus the Strong of Saxony. Yeah, Meißen, that's like Mieszanski porcelain, Meißen porcelain, that's known. Which steep slate rock on the Rhine Gorge near St. Goarshausen is famed in folklore lore for a siren who lured sailors onto the rocks? Lorelei, Walpurgis, or Melusine? I would say Lorelei, but Melusine is like, we say in Czechia, Melusina is like, how do you call it? Melusina, we call it. Basically when the wind blows between the rocks of gorge. So I say maybe it's from that. So I will guess Melusine. No, it was Lorelei. The Lorelei rock rises 132 meters, 433 feet above a narrow, treacherous bend of the Rhine River, which 1990 treaty negotiated between East and West Germany and the World War II allies formally restored full sovereignty to a united Germany. Helsinki Accords, 2+4 Treaty of Rome. I have no idea. I would say Helsinki Accords. No, 2+4 treaty. A treaty on the final settlement with respect to Germany, 2+4 agreement, was signed in Moscow in September 1990. Which major river, together with the Lusitanian Neisse, forms the established eastern international boundary between Germany and Poland? Spree, Warta, Oder. I think it's Oder. Yeah. The Oder-Neisse line was adopted as the official border after World War II and reaffirmed by unified Germany in 1990. In what year was the first Munich Oktoberfest celebrated as a royal wedding celebration for Bavarian Crown Prince Ludwig? Bavarian Fest. It will be like 1300s, maybe. 1810. Oktoberfest originated on 12 October 1810 to celebrate the marriage of Ludwig, later King Ludwig I, to Princess Therese of Saxe-Hildburghausen. So you're right. So this is working. My math brain is not working. Okay. So if you are above 1300 or lower than 2320, you got the point. The 1848 Frankfurt National Assembly, Germany's first freely elected parliament, convened in which landmark civic building? St. Paul's Church, St. Bartholomew's Cathedral, or St. Catherine's Church? I will say St. Paul's Church, and it was St. Paul's Church. The delegates met in Frankfurt's Circle St. Paul's Church, Paulskirche, to draft a democratic federal constitution. Which Central German state is traditionally nicknamed the Green Heart of Germany, das grüne Herz Deutschlands, due to its vast woodlands? Saxony, Thuringia, or Hesse? Central German state. I need to learn the states. It's Saxony. It's Thuringia. Thuringia earned the moniker due to the extensive Thuringia forests, Thuringenwald, running across the state. Linguists and folklorists Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm served as university professors and collected manuscripts in which German university town? Taubingen, Heidelberg, Göttingen. Heidelberg, maybe. And it was Göttingen. The brothers Grimm taught at the University of Göttingen, where they formed part of the famed Göttingen 7. Disney professors. I have no idea about that. The neoclassical Brandenburg Gate in Berlin was designed by which architect and completed in 1791 for King Frederick William II? Karl Gotthard Langhans, Karl Friedrich Schinkel, or Leo von Klenze? Schinkel, maybe? I heard that name before. No. Karl Gotthard Langhans. Karl Gotthard Langhans designed the sandstone gate inspired by the propylae entrance of the Acropolis in Athens. The UNESCO listed Wattenmeer, the world's largest unbroken tidal floods system, lines the coast of which body of water? Probably North Sea. So Baltic Sea, North Sea, or Irish Sea? I have no idea, guys. North Sea? Okay. The Wadden Sea extends along the North Sea coast of the Netherlands, Germany, Lower Saxony, and Schleswig-Holstein, and Denmark. And the last question, what is the approximate total population of Federated Republic in millions of inhabitants? I think Germany had like 80 millions now. Check. It's 84 million. So if you are 80 to 88, between, you are closer. Germany has a population of approximately 84 million residents, making it the most populous nation in the European Union. So these are my answers, finish and summary what is going to say. So I have only 50% accuracy, but it is like, if I guessed like randomly, it would be 33, so anyway, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, let me know in the comments, and I will see you the next time. Good night, and write me your score.